Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, welcome everybody. November the 30th, 2016. I'm your host, Holy Joe Rock and Roll, and welcome to the second edition of my monthly torrent reviews. Reviews of the torrents that are available. And let's look at what you should watch, what you might want to watch, what may be interesting, etc. So, as you can see on my screen here, we've got a recent entry into the world of the torrents and The Girl on the Train. As of today, it's a let's call it a B quality torrent. However, I did a full review on The Girl on the Train, which you can watch on my channel, just the video before this one. So, in a nutshell, is it worth seeing? No. I gave it 2 thumbs down. I thought it was overhyped. And the bottom line, ladies, if you're having an affair with a married man, don't try to blackmail him. Okay? It could lead to death. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying. Masterminds, actually, based on a true story. Excuse me. Oh, God. Oh, wow, I should have some water here, but okay. This is live, people. This is really live, and I'm streaming it live. Zach Galifianakis plays the lead character, this security guard, who basically is involved in a bank heist, right? And he steals $17 million. And that's the story. It's actually very funny, based on the true story, and definitely worthwhile seeing. Masterminds is a good movie. I definitely give it 2 thumbs up. Ben-Hur, on the other hand, the remake of the classic Ben-Hur, starring the now deceased Charlton Heston, who played Judah Ben-Hur. This remake, I mean, why change the story? Why F it up? I mean, at least the original was, an Arab merchant helping this Jewish guy get revenge on Rome. You change the story to some black man, some African guy, as he was called. I mean, that's number one. He still played the same role, but the great thing about the original, if you remember, was when the Arab gives Judah Ben-Hur the Star of David, and he says, "The Star of David, may it shine for your people and mine." Now, the Arab was not a Muslim, because this is the Roman times predated the rise of Islam. This was just a Muslim. I'm sorry, this was just an Arab who was a pagan. But at least it was, you could kind of read into it. Maybe there could be peace between Arabs and Muslims. If Israel were to give back the Golan Heights, at least Syria then would make peace with Israel, right? And then Israel would not be surrounded by enemies. I'm just saying, at least that, when it came out, was very powerful, and still is, could be. This movie here, beautiful in terms of the cinematography and the special effects, and totally different ending. It wasn't the original ending, which was, it goes on, Judah. It goes on. The fight goes on. That's not a spoiler alert. That's from the original movie. This movie is totally different in many respects, and it fails to hold up to the emotional power of the original. That's all I want to say. Is it worth seeing? Yeah, but definitely see the original first. Definitely see the original first, and then you can enjoy this in a different way, or at least you can enjoy it. But you got to see the original. If you know the original, you're not going to like this as much, but it's still worth seeing. Sorry, don't think twice. I didn't see. It's about a group of comedians, and one of them reaches some level of success. I haven't seen it yet. Sorry, 100 Streets. I haven't seen this one yet either. But Snowden, I did see, and this is a new movie by Oliver Stone, detailing supposedly, I'm not sure how accurately, the life of Snowden. Now, this actor Is it Joseph Gordon-Levitt? Is that who plays this guy? He did a really good job of mimicking the Snowden sort of personality and mannerisms. So, yeah, definitely worth seeing if you wanted to kind of better understand what supposedly happened, or what supposedly happened with Snowden and how he came to be. Um, I struggled with what he did in the beginning. I really think he harmed the country in many ways by going public in the way that he did it. Certainly, he could have been a whistleblower. He could have gone to Congress. He could have done other things. But now, I don't know. Should he be pardoned? Hard to say. I don't think he should be pardoned. I don't know. It's personally, I have my personal struggles with what he did. WikiLeaks, on the other hand, WikiLeaks, on the other hand, it's a different situation. The guy behind WikiLeaks was never a government employee. He never signed any confidentiality agreements. He never, he didn't betray his country, but he just facilitated the release of information, classified information, or whatever it may be, and may have been helpful, at least in shedding the light on the corruption of the DNC and Hillary Clinton campaign. And if you're a free-thinking person, you have to believe that was a good thing. Even if you were for Hillary or against Trump or what have you, just regardless of that situation, that's a different story. Anyway, don't want to get off on a tangent. But anyhow, that is the Snowden thing. But WikiLeaks and, I can't remember his name, probably should be given a pardon for what he did. Because he did. It's not like he broke a confidentiality agreement. He did not. This other guy, the guy from WikiLeaks, but Snowden definitely broke a lot of agreements, and there has to be some kind of consequence. He's definitely not going to get a pardon. Now, True Memoirs of an International Assassin. It's actually a true story. No, I'm just kidding. It's this guy. Kevin James, I guess it's Kevin James, actually plays a pretty good role as some kind of office worker who, in his free time, is writing books, writing memoirs, and he has a few friends that are, ex-military or ex-CIA, and they give him sort of information, and he's also really into, the weapons and really into it, into writing accurately, stories. Anyways, one of his books becomes very popular, sort of surprisingly, and he's finds himself, as it says, thrust into the world as the lead character from one of his books, and it's actually very funny and actually very entertaining, and it's easy to suspend your disbelief, right? Because he's struggling with the whole I'm not this guy you think I am, right? And that's easy to suspend your disbelief because you know he's not the guy, and he's saying he's not the guy, but then he sort of in a way becomes the guy, or at least partly becomes the guy in his book. So it's always a good book, a good movie. True Memories of an International Assassin, pretty good. Pixels is that from 2015? It's not new to the torrents, but whatever. I just added it recently for one of my kids who wanted to watch it. Pulled that down. I didn't really like it. Whatever, it's okay. But Pixels is out there. It's been out there for a while. Here's a new one: Hell or High Water. A divorced dad and his ex-con brother resort to a desperate scheme in order to save their family's farm in West Texas. This is, I'm not sure if it's based on a true story, but it certainly is based on the financial crisis of 2007, 2008, 2009, that sort of time frame, where a lot of people were in deep water because of the housing crisis and the banks, what they did and how they were bailed out, but the people were not bailed out. And essentially, as it says, a divorced dad and his ex-con brother resort to a life of crime to save the family farm. And this is a really good movie. Really good movie. It's definitely worth seeing. Definitely worth seeing. I probably should do a review on that. I like this movie. I was really compelling movie, really good drama, and you can feel the pain and the agony that these two are going through to do things, to make things happen for the captain. And that's definitely making things happen for the captain because they know they're the captain. Kooba and the Two Strings. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I got this for my kids. And I watched the beginning. It's actually really great animation. And the story is really very compelling. The part that I've watched maybe the first quarter of it. And I was like, this is really cool. I mean, it's for kids. It's definitely geared for kids. Although I think adults, whether you're interested in animation or not, I think adults can get into it and enjoy this movie. Kuba and the Two Strings, definitely worth watching, especially if you have kids. Definitely good entertainment. Walk of Fame, did not see it yet. Hands of Stones, did not see it. Mechanic Resurrection, did we already cover this last time? I don't know if we covered this last time. Oh, I might have. I don't know why this is here. I know I covered this in October's release because maybe I had a poor copy. Here's a better copy. A newer copy is available. A better copy. So yeah, that was definitely a mixed reviews on that movie, but it's available now. The Accountant. Wow, really. Good flick. Definitely a good flick. Worth seeing. It described as a math savant uncooks the books for a new client. The Treasury Department closes in on his activities, and the body count starts to rise. So Ben Affleck plays this accountant who has some kind of learning disability, and but he's an excellent accountant. He uncovers what happened at this place, and because he uncovered it, they're trying to kill him. Okay, basically. And basically, anybody around him is getting killed to try to cover up what he uncovered. So it's a good movie. Definitely, The Accountant is a good movie. Wow, really interesting, very interesting movie. Now, The Walk. I'm trying to think, did I review these? Not sure if I did. Definitely a month ago. If I reviewed these, I apologize. The Walk is really good. I thought it would be bogus, but it's actually a very good movie about this trapeze artist from France who came to walk between the Twin Towers, the two World Trade Towers in New York City, and it definitely it can evoke memories of the World Trade Centers if you were there. Obviously, prior to 9/11, 2001, when they were taken down by Islamic fundamentalist terrorists known as Al Qaeda, 19 hijackers and 2 planes took down these 2 buildings. Whatever you want to think, that's a separate story. But this is a great movie about this young man's passion, and he made it happen for the captain because he knew he was the captain. A great movie. Jack Reacher. This is the original. I downloaded the original because I watched the new version. Didn't really like the new version. I wanted to see the original fight scene. An Army of One. Again, I don't know if these came out before or after I already reviewed these. I know Sniper. I got the Sniper. Train to Busan. Mr. Church. Some of these I may have already reviewed again in October. I apologize if I did review these, but Army of One, I'll just quickly say this is this is really funny. What kind of information can you give me on this? It is about a true story, based on a true story. Played the lead player character is played by Nicolas Cage. This British guy, Russell Brand, plays God, right? But anyhow, Nicholas Cage. Yes! And horror. It's fascinating. But I did like the ending. I want justice. The ending, leave it at that. I'd be happy that it ended the way they ended. Because, wow. Yeah. Oh, that's not what I want to show you. Movies, here we go. Anthropod. Anthropod, yeah. These two guys are airdropped into behind enemy lines during World War II, and their mission is to assassinate the leader, Reinhard Heinrich, and that's what this movie's about. Not sure if I did a review again in October. I'll repeat myself, but definitely it's worth seeing. It's very good acting, very good movie. It's a really good movie about resistance. If you're watching this broadcast, you are the resistance. The Infiltrator. True story of one man against the biggest drug cartel in history. Yeah, this was awesome, man. This U.S. Customs official uncovers a massive money laundering scheme involving Pablo Escobar. Pablo Escobar was Colombia's worst, and best drug smuggler from Colombia, and this is a great movie, really, about undercover work and police work and fighting against the drug cartels. It was really good. Definitely recommend it. And let's see here. Mr. Church, I believe I talked about this. Mr. Church is a really good movie with Eddie Murphy. Definitely worthwhile seeing. A little sentimental, but I believe I covered these before. And the USS Indianapolis, true story about the sinking of the USS Indianapolis during World War II by the Japanese and the aftermath. So these are all pretty good movies. The ones that I've seen are all pretty darn good, or very good movies. Like I said, Walk of Fame I haven't seen. That looks kind of lame. I'll probably delete that. Hands of Stone looks kind of not so interesting. Don't Think Twice, Not Sure, and 100 Streets. I have not seen those 4 movies, but they are available on the torrents if you're interested, and wherever other sources too. But these other ones that I mentioned that are pretty good, or are good, obviously they're worth seeing. A lot of stuff out there, people. So thank you for watching. Please stay tuned for next month when I'll have an update on probably around the end of December, or maybe probably end of December. I'll have an update on what's available on the torrents, what you should watch, what you shouldn't. These are really coming off the top 100 list primarily, and that's where they're available, but they're also available from your other sources, from iTunes, possibly Netflix, or Amazon, or wherever you get your movie content from. Whether you buy it, rent it, share it, what have you, that's where you'll find it. I'm Holy Joe Rock and Roll. Thank you again for watching, and remember to always make it happen for the captain, because you're the captain.